So, I'm just working through problems. First of all, yeah, I've already done a few of these before in the past, and I just thought I'd get started doing them again. Huh. Actually, I've done more than a few. I guess there's actually only a few left. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's do this one. Seeks testing. Wow. Clojure has many sequence types, which acts in subtly different ways. The core functions typically convert them into a uniform sequence type and work with them that way, but it can be important to understand the behavior and performance differences so that you know which is appropriate for your application. Write a function which takes a collection and returns one of map, set, list, or vector, describing the type of collection it was given. You won't be allowed to inspect their class or use the built-in predicates like list. The point is to poke at them and understand their behavior. Okay. Okay. So, I think I'd probably like to start a new project. I'm just going to do the last of these on a GitHub. Alright, so for Clojure. Clojure.org. List.com. Whatever, that's fine. I don't really know if this is a very good git ignore anyway, actually. Okay, so same thing. By now you know. Control A, Control C. So cool, we do actually have something that we can pretty much exactly copy out of. Git clone. Okay, and copy. Oops, already didn't work. What was that thing I made yesterday? Unit conversion. Boot.build. Build.boot. Into for Clojure. Oh dear, can you actually start a Clojure project with 4? I'm not sure. You know what, I don't want to bother with it in case it is wrong. Maybe it's fine, I just don't know, you know. It was a bit goofy. I was getting the notion of the GitHub project and the Clojure project confused. This is always, of course, fine because this is GitHub. Oops, that's actually not it. Oh, doesn't have it. identical, but I don't know. I mean, the hashing, I guess, I should have actually checked. That would have been an interesting question. Would the hash be the exact same thing, given that the delta is exactly the same for this initial commit? I'm not sure. If that was the case, there would be like 100,000 projects that have the latest commit hash of 909F51. So I'm not sure, actually. Anyway. I guess I should stay up. I guess I never did copy it over there. Unit conversion. Put this over here. Unit conversion, build boot to foreclosure. Alright, then I also copied our RF. There's our unit conversion source. Foreclosure. Alright, resource CLJ. Move unit conversion into foreclosure. Okay. Foreclosure. Alright. I'm not really sure. Let's see. I don't know if you can do this or not. Quit. Okay. Foreclosure. Build boot. Okay. Pretty much all we need, I think. Then source CLJ foreclosure build. Okay. Now, let's see if this actually... Oh, did I mention I got a new mouse yesterday? Although, okay, at least it works, right? So, be thankful for that. But, it's got these ridiculous lights on it. It's a Logitech G300S mouse. And it's got these ridiculous lights on it. And I'm probably going to return it just for that, because it's just so annoying. Anyway, let's boot boot REPL. See if this works out. It may just say you can't do foreclosure. And old number foreclosure. Yep. Alright. Well, let's do 4. Closure. 4. Closure. And then let's do build. 4 closure. And then let's do change the... Well, we don't actually have to do this, I don't think, but we can move source CLJ foreclosure to source CLJ oops, and we gotta use underscore closure. Alright, let's see now. Boot REPL. Alright, what did I do wrong this time? Gram and meters are, oh, okay, good. So yeah. So first of all, you shouldn't be doing this. This was a bad, I mean, it was just a one-off. Don't blame me. Okay, so let's just require the actual thing, or the problem we're about to work on. Sorry, that took so long. Black box testing. How should we really set this up? I guess let's just do one namespace for every thing, you know, for sure. Foreclosure dot black box testing. I don't really care about the details of it because I'm just gonna hang around in it. Yep, cool. That's actually a pretty cool feature. Oh, I thought it was gonna make it for me. Why does it keep doing that? Why did it put... Oh, is it because I put the word testing in there? That's interesting, isn't it? Alright, but that's not, like, terribly... Oh, that's not bad, you know? Maybe it's a good idea to use closure test. Alright, so, okay, sure, yeah, why not? So let's define... fx, let's just call it, because it's supposed to just kind of be one of these things. And theoretically I can just do like this. What the? How was I able to have two things highlighted for a second there? I've never seen that before. That's weird. Maybe I don't like this mouse. I don't know if it's the mouse that's doing it or what. That's weird. What the heck is going on there? That's weird. Okay, so let's look up closure test, because I've sort of forgotten about it a bit. Closure.test 1.7. So is assert something. Cool. So I just basically put an is around each of these. Is assert something. Is assert something. Is assert something. Is assert something. Okay. And we're going to basically replace the string of underscore with, you know, this is just goofy, but can I actually just call this function underscore, a double underscore? Why does that not work? I mean, fine, we did this yesterday. Oh, first of all, I literally have not started Oracle yet, okay. Well, that's different. Gram and meters are different types of what? I thought we took that all out. Are we in the right? Oh, we're sort of, I think, in the, no, this was right. Foreclosure. Ready. Okay, cool. It just worked that time. Solver requires nREPL 0.2 second to work properly. Oh, what's your problem? nREPL 0.2.6. Okay. So I wonder what thing I had in there previously was causing it to maybe not do that. So was this a link? What am I? Oh, cool, cool. At least in our preserved to work properly. There are some nasty bugs in here. How much your line again? 2.51, and it pulls in exactly 0.62. If you use a line, you'll have to upgrade to 2.5 technology. sure what I'm doing wrong. Wait, I'm also using closure 1.6. What the fudge? Wait a minute, did I type line REPL? Okay, that's part of the problem. Boot REPL. Gram meters. What the heck, man? Where are you getting that? It's not even in here anymore. How are you still getting that? Gram and meters. I don't even understand where you're getting that. Oh, oh, oh. Good point. And yeah, remove foreclosure. Okay. Alright, and then let's go edit the actual right file. Sorry, getting set up. Okay, that's the right one for that. What about for boot? I bet you we still have the old. Yep. I should have actually. Oh. So we don't even care what you require out of here. I just want to run the namespace. Black box testing, cool. Huh. It's a bit funny that Cider's not okay with that, but boot is. Or reverse what I said. Line is okay with the way I had it before, but boot is not. Run with Argspace 2 black box testing. Okay. So maybe that doesn't work. Let's just not be cute. Okay. You know, actually, wait, that did work. It's just there's literally the wrong number of arguments. You know, that's kind of funny. Let's actually just leave that. Okay. So what does it take? It takes one object. Cool. Everything works now. I bet you I was doing line REPL yesterday, and that's why it wasn't working. Muscle memory. Cool. All right. That's pretty good. Okay. So we have the right signature, right? Sure, whatever. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're reading the prompts. Coaches, alright, so we're basically trying to figure out what you are by poking at you rather than actually by asking usually. So what is this? What is the characteristics when you seek a map? When you seek a map, you get a two-tuple. So a key and a value. So you can know it's a map because it's got a key and a value. It returns a two-tuple. But of course, that could also include any sequence that returns a two-tuple. So you can't check. I mean, usually you check map, seek, sequential, list, or vector. So I would. But we can't do that. So range of random ints. That's the range of a random int, I should say. Random int 5. The set, okay. So how do you tell the difference between a set and a vector, right? Or just how do you tell in the case of the empty element? I guess that's the big one. How do you tell in case of the empty element? So, well, it can't be. It can't be by the value they seek into because there's no real way to know. And that's the point of a seek is it takes any collection type and returns. This just looks like a kind of like a search through the documentation for something that seems to do this. That I could use for this. Wait, come on, Clojure, you can do it. Try again. Wow. Is it the internet or is it just me? It's actually just, it's done. Okay. Alright. Hello. Hello. Huh. I think the site actually went down. Alright, what can we think of here? Oh, excuse me. I can think of Kubernetes. Alright. A map will return a seek of tuples. A range will just return a lazy seek of whatever of 0 to whatever the int ended up being. A vector will return a seek of integers. A set will return a seek of those. What is the point of putting the random ints in there? I don't really get it. Must be a hint in the sense that somehow, because it's random, just so you can't just literally check for actual values and kind of cheat. Maybe. I actually don't know. Especially without being able to look at the document. There we go. Alright. think there is an empty method. Cool. So what about just emptying whatever it is? I'm asking if it's one of these. Is it a map? Return map. Is it a set? It's going to return set. Is it a vector? It's going to return vector. Is it a list? It's going to return list. I guess you can do that. Didn't feel all of them. How many did it fail? I'm kind of filled these two. List, range, at 20. I guess we can say if it's not a list, or if it's not any of the other things, it's effectively a list. Whether it's a lazy seek or not. Oops, maybe we can't. Because a vector is equal to a list that's empty. Yep. How do we differentiate between a vector and a list? We could, I mean, we could ask, no, we could do something that fails, like I don't think int works on a list. We could catch that failure, but there's got to be a cleverer way to do that. It's pretty clever just to take the empty of everything and say is the empty equal to the empty, but it doesn't work for vector or list, or it doesn't work to differentiate vector and list. We could push one item onto each of them, and if the item, well, it'll be the same for one item. We could push two items and see if they end up being 1, 2, or 2, 1. If it's 1, 2, it's a vector. If it's 2, 1, it's a list. Or see what the head of the thing is and ask if that's. It seems overly complicated. Looking at a set or a list and a vector, how do you determine whether it's, you can't use any of those functions? I mean, I've suggested solutions, but they seem overly complex. Alright, so let's just say, okay, you're either these, or if, okay, if, you know, I gotta capture it clear, well, let's just do it again. if o.empty dot I think you can actually push, yeah, you can push multiple items. 1, 2. Alright, with conj. Got first, which turns it back into a seek, is equal to 1. If 1's at the front, then that means it's a vector. If 1's not in the front, then that means it's a list. Nothing failing now? That's lame, though. There's got to be something better than this. I'm gonna work on the next one, but let's see what the solution is. Alright, so that'll be my solution. Oops, I just need to copy this, actually. What do I actually need to pass in? Oh, I guess it needs to be an anonymous function. Okay, Alt W. It's been a while since I did these and I've evidently forgotten. Function. Ooh. I think there's actually a code gulf aspect to this too, so. Oh, sure. So it's not going to be the winning submission for this. Yeah, that's also not going to pass. Percent copy empty percent. What's going on here? I don't believe I did fail the unit test. What the heck? Oh, it's like I'm thinking I'm taking a function back in here. That's weird. Alright, if closes this if conf equals okay. Alright. Let's view the chart. I guess that's not bad. So there's something that's better than what I have, though. So let's look at that. Comp, set, map, vector, list. Oh, big old cheaters. It's not cheating, it's just very clever. Okay. They just use the print string form and take off the first character. Or they stringify it and then take off the first character. Clever, clever, clever. What's this for us? C. Why would C be the first thing of a sequence? Well, if reversible, oh, clever. Clever, clever, clever. That's how they distinguish. That's interesting. Right, so this guy's saying, well, this is just being very cheeky right here, right? I mean, he's just stringifying the thing and then taking out the string representation. Clever. But this one's pretty much the same thing I did, except except I didn't know you could do it this way, actually. So he's using, this is the object, this is the key he's trying to retrieve from that object, and this is the case that that the key was not found. Oh, I just saw part of the I didn't know there was a default not found. I knew there was one for get. I didn't know you could do that by default. I didn't know you could do that without get, basically. Specify the one to get in the event that it's not there at all. That's interesting. So, map, key, and then not found value. I didn't know you could do that. Cool, cool, cool. Extremely succinct code. That's pretty neat. Reversible. Probably should try to capture that. Let's put this under. It's the problem. I got these everything text that has huge numbers of items in it, and I never study it. I got this text that actually has stayed pretty current on, and this one that I'm like, well, this is a long-term project. Program is trying to study all the stuff that the Google interviews supposedly throw your way. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't want to put it on here because I'll never get to it. You know, it'll be at the very end, and it's gonna still trying to quiz me about it. I don't even know. So let's make a new deck. Looks like actually I capitalized names of things. I don't really know how to actually enter this. How do you specify the not found value in object lookup? Certain questions are really hard to phrase with, like as a card or something, you know. Oh, well, whatever. I guess I won't, but it's a good thing to know, actually. The container, the key, or the map, the key, and the thing to return in the event that that's not found. I wonder if you can do the same thing for vectors that are out of range. And then, can you do this first of all? No. So can I then do a not found? No, there is no. What about then for nth? Okay. the, I don't even know what to name this thing, for the map. I mean, maps are themselves functions. They can take a value, and the value will be a key. But eventually they can actually take two values, where the first value would be a key and the second value. Oops. Yeah, that's a cute thing to know. But there is no equivalent for vectors. A literal not found value, evidently. Interesting. Alright, sure. Okay.